The year 2024 is off to a crazy start. So we have this video here called Man Who Attacked Judge Refuses to Reappear in Court, Officials. This is perhaps one of the craziest court cases you have ever seen. Before we dive into it, I just want you to think about one thing. If you ask for forgiveness for your sins, does that take away the punishment?
Stopping video the whole country is talking about. A defendant taking a flying leap and attacking a judge. Today, that defendant was scheduled to be back in court to face additional charges, but at the last minute came a major change in plans.
The out-of-control defendant who made a flying leap over the bench refused to appear in court today. Our Stacey Galandi is at the courthouse.
Officials tell Inside Edition that the defendant flat out refused to make the walk through the tunnel system that links the courthouse to the jail where he's being held. There's another hearing scheduled for next Tuesday.
I think everybody would agree he's definitely a threat. I mean, I've been doing this for over 4 decades. I've seen fights in the courtrooms. I've seen outbursts, but this was one of a kind.
The drama began yesterday as 30-year-old Deobra Redden was being sentenced after pleading guilty to attempted battery. At first, he sounds reasonable as he asks for a break.
I feel that, I shouldn't be, sent to prison.
Then the judge notes his long...
You hear this guy? Look at what he actually said. I feel that, I shouldn't be, sent to prison. This guy's a straight up, hey, all right, check this out, y'all.
Then the judge notes his long criminal history, including convictions for robberies and battery.
Got a lot going on, sir.
I'm in a better place in my life.
The judge isn't buying his...
He's in a better place. What? So that's supposed to take away everything that you've done in the times past?
plea for probation.
But I think it's time that you get a taste of something else because I just can't with that history.
That's when chaos erupts. Look at that leap. Redden goes flying right over the bench. Court officers in the Las Vegas courtroom pounce. The judge is somewhere under the bench trying to protect herself from his blows. 4 minutes later, as the court officer nurses a head injury, Judge Mary Kay Holthus reappears, clearly reeling from the attack. Redden's foster mother was in court when he lost it. In an exclusive interview with Inside Edition today, Karen Springer says Redden was off his meds.
What he did, no shape, form, or fashion do I condone it. You know, I was just as heartbreaking and shocked as anyone else. But like he told me, he just snapped.
You know it's bad. You know it's bad when your own mom publicly just says he was off his meds. I don't condone. She couldn't even speak proper English. I was just as heartbreaking as everybody. This is crazy. This is insane.
Just snapped.
Redden's outburst is just the latest instance of violence aimed at judges. We spoke to TV judge Glenda Hatchett.
It really is very disturbing that someone would just snap like that. And it could have easily been a lot worse.
The judge wasn't badly hurt, but a called officer was taken to the hospital.
So here's the thing. I'm going to land the plane by saying this, right? Remember, I opened up the video by saying, if you ask for forgiveness, does that take away the punishment of the sin? I'm going to dive into a quick, story, right? In the Bible, you read about King David, right? Mind you, King David was a man after the Most High's own heart. Now think about it. There's an account where David numbers the people. And in that account, Joab, which was one of the captains of his army, he told David, why do you want to number the people for? And David didn't want to hear. He just go number the people. And now here's what's so crazy, right? Because in that account, David wasn't supposed to number the people. And as a result, the Most High sends Gad, which was David's seer. And David's seer pretty much runs down to him, hey bro, you done messed up. So now the Most High tells Gad that, okay, I'm giving you 3 choices. Either you will experience 3 years of famine, choice number 2. You have 3 months you will be chased by your enemies, or choice number 3, you have 3 days of the Most High sending pestilence upon you. And what's the point, right? David chose point number 3, but notice where in that whole account did the Most High actually take away the punishment for what David had did? I mean, David is a man after the Most High's own heart. I mean, this is King David we're talking about. The man who wrote the Psalms. I mean, the Bible speaks highly, very highly of David. And even this man, with such a caliber, with such a connection and relationship with the Most High, even such a man as David, when he actually apologized, repented for his sins, what happened? He still had to receive punishment. There was still a punishment that was sent. So here's the thing, right, you guys? This right here should tell us one thing that's extremely important. Life is all about choices. You see, this man, notice he said it, I'm in a very good place in my life. It may have very well been true. Maybe, who knows? He may have very well turned over a new leaf in his life. He may be trying to go on the straight path. He probably got a job. He's probably trying to do right in society. But when the judge was reading all the accounts, he just like, I think it's about time you actually serve your time. And what can you say then? What can you say then? It doesn't matter if you're doing good now. There's certain choices and decisions you made in times past that whether or not you ask for forgiveness, the Most High may very well forgive you. But there is going to be a punishment for your sins. This is a very unpopular truth, but hey, I gotta give it anyway. This is why you really gotta make very wise decisions. Don't think that you're gonna do something and that because religion, or I could just ask for forgiveness and everything is gonna be washed away and it's gonna be clean. It's a clean slate. No, it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's new in the sense that, hey, the Most High can very well forgive you. But there is still a just recompense and reward for everything that you have done in your life. Choose carefully what you do to others, with the choices and decisions that you make. Choose very wisely. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Do all that YouTube stuff because it does help. And with that being said, Nick over and out. The message sent. Jesus is King, y'all.